What's up, guys? Tanya here, and you might remember these two videos where I was tricked into misbehaving at school. One of the things I did was addressing my principal improperly. I called her by her given name when I should be calling her either Principal Johnson or Mrs. Johnson. Speaking of improperly addressing people, that brings us to today's video. I'm going to be reacting to Totally Studios characters addressing people improperly. Before I get to that, a little background on Totally Studios. Totally Studios is basically a Dhar Mann clone, and their videos are supposed to teach us important life lessons. I found that some videos were meant to entertain us and they don't teach us any life lessons. Other videos do teach us important life lessons, like, for example, what happens in the dark always comes to light. Anyway, let's get started. The first video I'll show you is called Pregnant Prom Queen Expelled from School, with surprise ending situation. In this video, Hannah, who is pregnant, is running for prom queen, but Vice Principal Turner disapproves of it. Why? Because Hannah is pregnant. At the end, Hannah became prom queen after Hannah's friends stood up for her and convinced Vice Principal Turner to change her mind and save prom. There are two scenes from this video I'll be reacting to. Here's the first.
You wanted to see me, Mrs. Turner?
That's Vice Principal Turner to you.
As you saw in this scene, Hannah called Vice Principal Turner Mrs. Turner. It's no big deal if you forget how to address someone properly, but it will be if you forget constantly. Now, I'll react to the second scene from this video.
Okay, I'll try harder, Mrs. Turner.
That's Vice Principal Turner.
As you saw, Hannah improperly addressed Vice Principal Turner once again, and you can clearly hear Vice Principal Turner's frustration. The next video I'm going to show you is called Kid Steals PlayStation 5 from Store. What happens with surprise ending? Basically, Jaden wants a PS5 for Christmas. Unfortunately, the store he went to had none left, except for one. However, that PS5 was for someone else. Later, the PS5 went missing and Jaden was falsely accused of stealing it. After a while, the real PS5 thief was revealed. At the end, the store manager gave Jaden a PS5 and said it was a gift from the store. Here's the first scene I'm going to react to.
Hey Liz?
That's Mrs. Porter.
Wow, this dude named Brody just called his boss by her given name. If you don't know how to address your manager, boss, or supervisor, don't hesitate to ask. Here's the next scene.
Oh, okay Liz.
It's Mrs. Porter.
You can see how very annoyed his boss was. Alright, the third video I'll show you is called Cheerleader Kicked Out for Her Language by Coach Karen. Surprise ending. In this video, Sophia is part of the cheerleader squad, but Coach Karen Summers doesn't like that Sophia has an accent. Later, Coach Summers kicked Sophia off the squad. How sad. Later, the governor came to see the cheerleader squad perform and was disappointed that Sophia, who was revealed to be her niece, wasn't there. As a result, the principal told Coach Summers off. Coach Summers realized her mistake and put Sophia back in. Now, here's the scene I'll be reacting to.
Summers, we have a problem.
What is it, Philip?
It's Principal Barker.
Well, I thought adults can call each other by their given names, but it looks like in the school, you can't. Okay, the last two videos I'm going to show you have a bit of an interesting twist. You'll see why in a moment. The next video I'll be showing you is called Student Kicked Out of School. What happens at the end is shocking. In this video, Wayne was falsely accused of selling drugs at school. It turned out that his classmate, Ronnie, was the one who really sold drugs at school. Here's a scene from the video I'll be reacting to. Here it goes.
It's nice to be back, Mr. Principal.
It's Madam Principal.
Wasn't that weird? Wayne called his principal Mr. Principal when his principal is a woman. Was he doing that on purpose? Who knows? I'll admit that it was a bit funny. My guess is that the writers wanted to add a bit of humor in that scene. Alright, the final video I want to show you is called New Student Made Fun of for Her English. What happens at the end is a big surprise. In this video, Sabrina is a foreign exchange student from Brazil. Tiffany was very jealous of Sabrina, so she made fun of her. It's also homecoming season and Tiffany wants to go to homecoming with Spike. At the end, Spike chose Sabrina as his homecoming date and Tiffany was left with no homecoming date. There's one scene in this video I'll react to. Here it goes.
Excuse me, Mr. Herbert?
Ms. Herbert.
As you can see, Tiffany called her teacher Mr. Herbert when her teacher is a woman. How weird was that? Like I said about the scene from the last video, probably the writers wanted to add some humor to that scene. Okay, that's all the videos I wanted to react to. I hope you enjoyed that. Remember to always address people properly, whether it's your teacher or your boss. Always be respectful to others. That's all for this video. See you later. Goodbye.